Good morning. I'm Karen, this Bronx Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Hope you all are doing fantastic today. It's our daily reading, taking a look at current situation and the influences around that. I am using the Somnia Tarot today for our reading. Hope y'all are doing fantastic. It is Sunday. That means work tomorrow, but I'll make the most of today. You almost think I don't like going to work. Overall, I do. Sometimes I don't. Just like everybody else. Anyway, let's get started here. Let's clear the brain a little bit. What do we need to know today? Okay, here we go. Current situation. King of Coins. He came up, and where this leads, I think, 2 days ago. I didn't record yesterday. Present influence. 8 of Wands. Future influence. 8, or the Hermit. What we don't see. 4 of Pentacles. Unexpected. 3 of Cups. I like that. Challenge. This guy's calling me. 9 of Pentacles. Strength. 5 of Pentacles. Yep, some Pentacles going on here. Where does this lead? 6 of Swords. We've had that recently. The Magician. Page of Wands. Yeah, I kind of like this. I really just got a really... when I laid it down, like a lot of times I get different feelings, like some cards pull to me more. This one was really pulling to me. It was like, yeah, like the words were, it's exactly what I wanted. Like, so it's it, like it's it. Okay, advice. 6 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck's Queen of Pentacles, and after that's Ace of Wands, which you know I think of the ace a lot with the page. There's something here that's like just happening the way it's supposed to, and I feel like there's some real, I mean, even with the 8 of Wands there's some real quiet joy happening here. Let's see if that resonates. So the Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. You know, there is, and then the King is in the current situation. I feel like this is you, like being in a position of really finding stability in what you have and what you have around you right now, family, home, work, any of those things. But it's not like wanting for more, right? It feels very, I'm just going to take care of my business. And that's what I'm getting the feeling. Now, the 8 of Wands, this could come from a message, and I'm not talking about a message from somebody. I'm talking about a message in general. There could have been something that came in that slapped you in the face and said, just take care of your own business. Like, just don't worry about the future. Don't worry about this. Just take care of you right now. And it's not like I'm saying like not getting in other people's business, but don't like worry about something that hasn't happened or you can't force to happen. Just kind of let things be, is the overall feeling I'm getting there. So tell me about the 8 of Wands, please. I want to know about this 8 of Wands in the present influence. What is this? Eight of Wands. 6 of Wands. 10 of Swords. Yeah, like there has been, I don't know if it's a message or what, but it's the recognition of something just being done. Like, it's okay. And I feel like that magician might be someone to you or something. So there's something here where you've just said, you know what? It's done. And that's where the focus comes in. So this message isn't, I guess, again, it doesn't necessarily have to come from somebody. It could be, you know, I don't know, just something like it came through and you're like, huh, let's just be done. Let's just be done. And I feel like too with the magician, this is about someone. I'm not like it shows up again over here. Um, I do feel like it is somebody, and it could be in any life area, but it feels to me like, well, if if they're not going to be honest, that's the feeling I'm getting with the this realization. It's because the magician to me is a lot about the someone maybe not showing their hand, like not being 100% honest. Some people do it on purpose, some people don't. Like some people it's just a fear, or they don't even, it's a subconscious thing they do. They hide, they don't show their true everything. The hermit is in the future, and I like this too because you know you are on a journey, and to discover things, and even though you're saying, okay, I know this is done and it's over, and I'm not investing to try to make it any different, there's still something about a search happening. Tell me more about the hermit. you know he, but I do feel like too this could be you shining your light on something that's really important. There is a lot of interesting cards here because and I think this Four of Pentacles, I'll tell you what I think about that. Okay, so the hermit, please, what is this hermit? High Priestess, the Devil, and the Ace of Swords. You're looking for answers. You're supposed to trust yourself here about a situation that you've been super attached to with the Devil, and the Ace of Swords is the answer. So that's what you're searching for. You still want the clarity. There's something here that's nagging at you. Again, we had the Magician clarifying. Oh, I didn't clarify the King. I should clarify that. And so this energy is saying, I'm searching for the answers. I want clarity here with this Ace of Swords. Has to do with something that you feel pretty confident with you, because here's the thing, you don't want answers necessary. You want you want to understand if you're really seeing this correctly. It's more I want to know about this situation with this Devil. And I want to make sure that the way I feel or the way I'm feeling about this is true. And that's the search, and that's the truth with that Ace of Swords. Let's go ahead and go back and clarify that King of Pentacles. I clarified the Eight of Wands, but not the King of Pentacles. So what is this in our current situation? I mean, I'm thinking that it's your stability, being in a position of really being and taking care of your surroundings, what you can, what you're responsible for, like I say, your home, your family, work, just your day to day, making sure that you're just in a stable place. Yeah, I will say the Nine of Pentacles showing up in the challenge is it's going to make it hard. It's not easy. So tell me more about this King of Coins. And I want to make sure I'm right. Oh, King of Swords, Four of Wands, Queen of Wands. With that King of Swords, I feel like it is somebody else. The Queen of Pentacles is, I feel like you're still trying to get things together. So the King of Swords to the Four of Wands, I feel like there is, no, you know what? I feel like no, it's you, because that was my original feeling. But I do feel like the situation comes from maybe you having a conversation with a King of Swords, not necessarily a male, someone who has been very pinpointed and very short with their words, sometimes not thinking. But this Four of Wands is that conversation. The Queen of Wands tells me that that's the energy that you're in assuming here to get that Eight of Wands energy. Like that Eight of Wands comes in, has to kind of do with this Queen, where you're like, okay, I've got to get motivated. I need to take care of things. I just feel like that King of Pentacles is you taking care of things. It may come from a work situation, a home situation, a love situation where someone, or just a friend, someone said something that really hurt you, or what that did, and there's a conversation coming through here. Then again, remember the Eight of Wands was understanding, is like, okay, I understand, I recognize that something's over, and I feel like this is what this is. But however, it does put you in a more motivated sense, maybe to motivate you in other areas. Again, though, you're still looking for answers with that hermit. We have the Four of Pentacles and what you don't see. So there is some holding on happening here. Let's clarify that. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. What is this Four of Pentacles? Six of Swords, Ten of Swords, Lovers. I feel like they're the Lovers. There's a partnership, a friendship, a partnership, anything. But I feel like with that Six of Swords to the Ten of Swords, it's like I need to move on. It's over, but there's something here. The thing that you're moving away from, I think there could be someone in your life that you don't realize they're holding on to, not letting it end. The Lovers here. So holding on, again, the Four of Pentacles is like holding on to something. So there is somebody around you that's holding on to, not wanting to let a situation come to an end. Now, again, this isn't necessarily love. This could be work. Take it as it resonates in your situation, because it could be anything that's important to you, but the Four Penta, or the what you don't see position, is usually another person. And it could be, there's just something happening here that, like, again, you're trying to not control a situation. You're trying to just live your best life with this King of Pentacles. And I want to do what I can do on a day to day. And then that Four of Pentacles, though, there is someone just kind of holding on to, not wanting to let it go. And it's not you, I don't believe. I believe you do. But there, when we have that too, and the what we don't see, sometimes that's when our intuition picks up on that, and then it makes it harder for us to move on, right? So what's the Three of Cups here in the unexpected? So Three of Cups, celebration, coming together with a group of people. It's usually feels to me like this kind of joyful coming together, where you're kind of like just having a good time with people that you care about, in general, usually friends or close family, family that's more friends, and friends, that are friends. And when I say that, I mean, it's just like we can be really joyful around our family, but that's usually when we feel most close with them, and we're feeling like they're more friend related than a sort of family. Does that make sense? Maybe that's just the way I see it, but but that's what it kind of reminds me of, like just coming together. What's this Three of Cups in the unexpected? Yeah, Queen of Cups, Two of Wands, Fool. Yeah, you're excited. So you're realizing what's really important to you with this Queen of Cups. And then the Two of Wands is you going, I think you realize that you need to move forward. This is a celebration. You could be telling someone about this because you're ready. So the celebration is about a new beginning for you. Um, it and it's going to come, like, it kind of comes as a surprise, because I feel like there's something that was holding you back from just focusing on you. So once you do that, that this is a freeing time. This Fool here. So even if it's not necessarily like a brand new beginning of something great and wonderful, it is a new beginning, because it's a beginning of being free, free from your thoughts. And it is about caring about something. Absolutely. That's your Queen of Cups. But that Queen of Cups is using, you're using that energy of the Queen of Cups to make these plans moving forward. So you're doing it from a heartfelt space. You're caring, you're empathetic, this is important to you. The Nine of Pentacles is showing up in the challenge. And that's always hard to have the Nine of Pentacles there, because I feel like the challenge with the Nine of Pentacles, when the Nine of Pentacles is in a challenge position, it's usually about not understanding your worth, not seeing your worth, not looking at it and saying, "This is what I've done," and really going, "Here, look at what I've done. Look at who I am. Look at how much I've grown. Look at everything I've learned." And this is broad, like, right? It doesn't mean we have to go to college. Matter of fact, sometimes we learn more from not. We learn more from not people telling us the answers, but literally just living our best life. And sometimes we don't realize how much we've gained and knowledge we've gained from living our best life, and sometimes not living our best life, just trying to make it day to day. Those are the biggest lessons. Those are when we really learn and it sticks with us, and we gain a lot of knowledge. And sometimes that's hard to see, especially if we're kind of struggling a little bit. And when I say struggling, it could be financial, it could be anything, but it's just, I'm not talking about being down and out. I mean, I just really want to get past this. I just really want to focus on myself, but I can't focus on myself because it's a challenge for me to do so. And that's what that Nine of Pentacles is sitting there. You're having a challenge focusing on you. And the Five of Pentacles being in the strength, I feel like it's understanding where you can get help and understanding who can really help you to move forward and what is going to benefit you the most. I do not look at this card and say, no, your strength is not hiding, because it's not. But it to me, the Five of Pentacles can also be understanding, like, paths you've taken in the past that have not worked, and then go, oh, well, that didn't work before. I know I need to do XYZ. I'm not going to clarify that. So where does this lead? It leads to the Six of Swords, Magician, and then Page of Wands. I told you I feel really good about that Page of Wands. There's something very good about that feeling. So this would be a few days away, but the Six of Swords is about, yeah, I'm going to keep going. I feel like the Six of Swords is not just, it's not necessarily leaving something behind. It's, and he does, I mean, he leaves his swords in the sand, but he's not leaving them there. I don't feel like to let it go. It's making a mark, like, I've been here, this is what I've done, and now I'm moving on. And I feel like with the Magician is, however, I feel like this is, I don't know, I feel like the Magician, I'll clarify it because it could be somebody, but let's clarify that Magician. And then I'm going to clarify the Page of Wands. So, what is the Magician here and where this all leads? What? There is, I was going to say, we have 1, 3, oh, maybe not, 1, 6, 1, 9, and then a 6 over here. 3 6s and 9s are mini completions, so they're important cards. They're minor goals. That's the minor cards, minor goals. Tell me about the Magician here and where this leads. 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. There's that 7 of Swords. When I see the 7 of Swords and the Magician together, that's definitely, there is something here that's not being told to you, and it has to do with this 4 of Pentacles and what you don't see. There is something, I feel like someone's holding on to you, and I feel like this 7 of Swords is, they're not, I feel like the Magician might be that they might be telling you, because the 9 of Cups comes in here. So being that these are the clarifiers, 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, someone's holding on to something that they're not ready to give up. And I feel like, though, that this does have something to do that's very important to you, because this 9 of Cups showing up. So I feel like that there may be a conversation coming in, and that may be the Page of Wands. We'll clarify it. But with that 7 of Swords, holding on and not holding on to the untruths. But I feel like with the 9 of Cups, it's holding on to the non-truths and not really seeing what they're really wishing for. Like, they're like not being honest with themselves, not just you. Whatever's happening here is like, whether it's work or love or friendship or family, whatever, the other side wants to be, maybe they don't know how. And sometimes, like at work, there's another caveat to that. Like if it's someone that has to do a certain thing because that's what expected from them in their job, so maybe they're not, I can't tell you the whole truth because they can't. Maybe like their upper management, and it's, it's, what do you call it, private or whatever. I know what the word is, just can't think of it, but it could be something like that. So the Page of Wands next. Now I like this energy. The Page of Wands is someone that doesn't think too much about starting something. I feel like you're ready for that energy. Oh, you're ready. I want to go. I want to do. I want to just do. I want to feel free. I want to not think so much. That Fool that was clarifying, that Three of Cups said it all, really. So tell me more about this Page of Wands here. Tell me about this Page of Wands. What is this Page of Wands? Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Hermit. So this is... Oh, no, that's... Why did I get the Hermit? That's the Empress. That doesn't even look like the Hermit. I don't know what I was thinking. So Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Yeah, there's something here that's coming in that has to do, there could be some news. I like it. I want to go out one more. I feel like this, I almost feel like there's some new, this might be news coming in about a new, home. And maybe it has to do with you taking care of business here. I feel like it's kind of like this energy, like the Queen of Wands and Empress don't feel like they go together. The Queen of Wands is like really just, they're kind of selfish in a certain sense. I mean, they're very much motivators and they get really excited and they're passionate about what they do. But the Empress is so subtle and has that, just real, I don't know, caring, empathetic, healing type energy. And the Queen of Wands is like, let's go, let's do this, let's go. And the Ten of Pentacles is, to me, a lot about the home. So there almost feels to be like there could be something going on here where you're jumping in, and he's signing something too. And I'm getting a feeling like this feels good. So I almost get like feeling as some of you may be signing a contract for a home. And, because there's a part, it could be with two people, because there's the passion and the excitement and the taking care of things. So I think it could be both. When you're getting ready to do a home thing, you get excited, right? This is new. This is going to be great. And then the Empress, I want to take care of it. This is exciting. Now I want to take care of my home. I want to do whatever, what we all do with our home. Everybody's a little different. What's exciting? So this could be a new opportunity. It also could be job or money, but with the Queen of Wands there and the Empress, I don't feel like it's money. It definitely could be home. It definitely could be work. It definitely could be promotion. It could be an inheritance that you're not expecting, I would say, probably. Could be, well, you could be. What comes after the Page of Wands, please? The Fool. So that it's going to be a brand new beginning for you. So I feel like this will come in towards the end of the week, though. But I do like the overall energy. The Six of Pentacles is in your advice, and it's just to really understand, the Six of Pentacles is when you've reached a point in your life where you can share. There's other pieces to the Six of Pentacles, and we can see all of them in the Rider White, where he's got two people asking him for money and one's not getting any and the other is, or that's what it appears to be in the card. However, it's all in your perspective of the card. You can look at that card and say, well, he's just taking turns. You don't know. that he's not giving to the other, or that he didn't already give to the other. Maybe the other wants more and is being, there's a whole lot of ways you could look at that card. And I should pull one up, but there's a lot of ways you could look at that and see it differently. But overall, it's a 6. So when we reach a 6, any 3, 6 9 is a mini completion. We have to look at this card as reaching a point. And the biggest thing with the 6 of Pentacles is you're reaching a point where you can share. So it's not always about equal to who you're handing out to, but it can be about making sure that you're not over giving or over receiving. Either one, like in any kind of relationship, there has to be equal. It has to be equal. But sometimes it takes us to a point where we realize we're able to help. This doesn't have to be monetary, although it is a pentacle, but it doesn't have to be that way. It can be about anything where you're finally at a position where I can actually help. Instance, work. You have a job now where maybe you can't help because your duties don't allow you to be able to really feel like you're fulfilling the need of the company, but where you get a promotion and then you're doing something that you really feel like, this is what I want. I can finally give back. It's about giving back, but again, and I want to be careful because we don't give to get. That's totally not right. But sometimes we have to wait until we're in a position where we can give. There are times where we are unable to, whether it's an emotional, whether it's financial, whether it's physical. We may not be able to give. We may be the ones that need, and then when we have reached a point where we're able to give, it's recognize that and be proud of that, and understand that probably everything comes back around in one way or another. Not exactly, but it's not, an eye for an eye type deal, but karma is complete. So, um, but it's recognizing that you're at that point. That's the key here, because again, going back to that 9 of Pentacles in your challenge, you're having a hard time looking at everything you've done, and patting yourself on the back. The 6 of Pentacles as advice is realize where you are at. Realize where you're at. Now, again, too, this is a collective reading. Some of you are at a point where you are able to give, and great, but some of you are not, and you're giving. And sometimes that drains us. If we're really not able to, could be definitely emotionally. We can't give anymore emotionally because we're not in a good place. And this is saying you need to recognize that, like recognize where you're at, and don't give if you're drained. And at the same time, if you're capable, then yeah, recognize that you're able to give. So I think that's an important card. So there's your reading for today. I hope you liked it. Take care. Have a beautiful day.